Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Apocalypse in our Final Federation series. It has been pointed out to me that I am a big dumb dummy. Those aren't the exact words that you guys used, but they're the words that I'm using because I managed to completely forget in just the space of a few episodes. And I do forget things from time to time, but this is a particularly special moment for me, I have to admit. We had a whole thinking session just a few episodes back about this Ascension perk. The fact that I wanted World Shaper so that I could make Gaia planets, and yet I am still terraforming a bunch of planets into continental worlds. Now, in the case of the tomb worlds, it's actually okay. I just started this recording for like maybe 30 seconds of it a second ago, and I had to restart it because I realized, oh wait, if you're terraforming a tomb world, you actually can't terraform straight to Gaia. You have to have a kind of in-between. So with Toraville, with Budgob, I guess Budgetob, just going to leave that one there. Betria Prime and Gidzarak. Actually, Gidzarak is an Arctic world, so that can be changed. But with the tomb planets, we're going to have to let those finish up. Thankfully, they're almost done. In 56 days, like right as soon as I unpause, pretty much, we'll be able to go ahead and set those up again. But these, I'm going to cancel their projects and queue up some Gaia planets. And we get some resources back. I would imagine it might be proportionate to how many we'd already used on the project when we canceled it. So there's that. The other thing that I want to begin this episode with, interesting. The Xanar Theocracy Association status. Hang on. I can't remember what's their deal. First of all, where are they? They're up here. They're slaving despots. What is it with giving slaving despots association status? Fine, let's just vote yes. We did it before. It wasn't necessarily the big problem with our old federation, so why should Sol and Tente be any different? Anyway, the other thing that I want to look at is we were talking at the end of the last episode about embracing factions and figuring out which ethic was going to go away. And what it comes down to is that the weakest ethic will be the one that actually drops. So the one that's replaced, I don't know if it's possible to have two fanatic ethic types. That would be cool, but I don't know for sure. But basically, we are both Xenophile and Pacifist. I want to get rid of the Pacifist. Okay? So we have to look at which one is most attractive. Now, thankfully, Pacifist is much less attractive across the entire Empire. Xenophile we will keep. Pacifist will drop. So that's actually kind of perfect. Embracing the Alien Awareness Committee. Well, no, not the Awareness Committee, but it's the Electoral Freedom Watch. We need the influence to do it. 366.456. Why the 3 decimal points? I don't know. But we will become egalitarian. So I don't think we'll become fanatic egalitarian, but we'll become egalitarian. So that's kind of the direction that I want to take things in. And that'll allow me to have more Federation partners while still maintaining kind of role-play integrity, I think. Also, I've got a bunch of fleets. I think this is the remnants of... I think these are remnants of the Federation fleet. I'm just going to delete enter as opposed to right-clicking and doing a bunch of extra stuff. But let's see what else we can work on right now, if anything. We've already done everything up here. We do have those guys. We have the second fleet on the way to take them out, and they are almost there. And also there's those pirates. So we do need a few construction ships in the area. Let's have you be here. I want you to come down here. Matter of fact, I'll send you down there as well. What are you doing? And we also need to take care of the enigmatic fortress, which we can totally do. I'll need a transport fleet in order to do it, but that's not a problem. Matter of fact, I can probably just break one transport ship off right now. Or can I? Yeah, I would have to specifically say, okay, there we go. You are eventually going to help us get into the enigmatic fortress, and I may as well even put you... I'll keep you in my territory just in case. But the rest of my transports are still following that fleet around, which is fine. Let's go ahead and go up to speed 3 and let those terraforming projects finish. It's not going to take very long at all. We have some research projects going as well. 2 months until hydroponic farms are done. And again, we are just going to let influence build up for a little while. That is our main priority, so that we can shift our ethics. And also, we want to pass some time so we can actually kill the frickin' eliminators. It still annoys me to no end. Oh, hello. It seems that this world... I wonder what's going on here. Maybe this world got cleansed because we hadn't captured this planet yet. That's probably what it was. So why don't we terraform this to a Gaia planet? Because we've got the resources for it. Now, Toraville has been terraformed appropriately, so you need to be a Gaia planet. These are my 3 tomb worlds that were going at once. Done. All right, now we've just used a ton of resources to make that happen.
Is the key to
But
the
thankfully,
universe.
we are still in the possession of a ton of extra energy. Hydroponic farm 4 and 5 are now available. Very good. Ooh, food plus 15%, so we can really crank up food production and also growth speed. Now, side jump drive, for those of you who don't know, going with jump drive or side jump drive could lead to the unbidden endgame event. And I've fought the unbidden recently. I don't know that I want to fight them again. I don't mind fighting them, it's just, you know, in terms of, like, experiencing different endgames. I don't know, I kind of want to see what other options might pop up. So I'm going to avoid that at least for now, but let's see what else I can do. Fleet command limit plus 20, it's probably time to do that. Starbase capacity, though, is what I'm actually butting up against, so let's fix that problem. And who closed their borders to us? Oh, the Consolidated Copenjaxi, that's these guys right there. Ask me if I care, guys. Seriously, ask me. See what I say. Not gonna ask? Got the point? Okay, cool. Alright. Oh, we have some stuff that needs to be built here as well, interestingly enough. Oh, but it's on that planet? I don't think that's going to be necessary. Okay, hang on. So this is going to be the Avum sector. Yep, we need to add you there, and I think I've got everything else in that sector that needs to be. And that was the one system that was a bit of an odd man out. Bit of an oddball. All these terraforming projects happening at once, they're going to take a good while to finish because they're all Gaia planet projects. The other thing is that embracing this faction, I think, will actually... I don't know. Like, I don't know if it'll change my influence situation for the worse. Because the faction, I mean... The faction will still exist, I assume. And if the faction still exists, they should be even happier, so influence might get better. But I don't know. Embracing factions is not something I have done in Stellaris, actually. So I'm excited to see what occurs. Apart from what I have read about. Yeah, kinetic weapon attack speed, let's do that. So we're pretty much into endgame techs with engineering, which is nice. And by the way, speaking of endgame, we are less than 4 years from the endgame threshold when bad things might start happening. So speaking of Colossus projects and such, let's see if I can... Titan Assembly Yard is here. Colossus Assembly Yard is in Alpha Centauri. Alright, so the Kingmaker class Colossus is going to be built right now. Now remind me from when I designed that, because that was a while ago. Our Kingmaker class Colossus has the Global Pacifier. It's a shielding field. So basically we can put a shield around a world. Let's go ahead and do some upgrades here, because that's kind of important. And this thing has more than enough power. Now why... Oh, it's currently being built. Oh, that's adorable. Well, in that case, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to say cancel. We're going to save the new blueprint. Yes, of course I want to overwrite it. Thank you. I'm fine with Kingmaker as the name. We're going to queue it up again. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, now we have some more... Oh yeah, that's right. We've got the new hydroponics farms. So we've done away with my farming on the vast majority of... Or on, like, all of my core worlds, really. I can do more probably in my colonies. Although it doesn't seem like there's a lot. Does seem like they're already upgrading some on their own, which is encouraging to see. It's lovely when artificial intelligence, you know, works. Or terrifying, depending on your perspective. And as Elon Musk would point out, on what level the AI is designed to function. That would also determine whether or not it is terrifying that it is actually working. What is it designed to do? Why do some worlds still not have... Hang on. This is crazy. Crazy talk, I tell you. What in the world is going on? I mean, I guess... Resource replicator would give me additional monthly minerals. You know what? Do it. Go ahead and do that. Let's start building a few of those. Okay, so some of my... What sector am I right now with Oh Cool? That's Abskyki, right? Okay. So there are still... Why is this happening? What the crap? Alright, let's replace you. I can get rid of some of the food. I'm pretty sure this is something I've noticed before as well. And just maybe never got around to fixing. I'm not actually going to replace the buildings I'm clicking on, I'm just using that as a selection point. Ooh, mineral processing plant, but no minerals on that planet, so never mind. See, no gene clinic here. Now, why wouldn't you have had a gene clinic? Oh, wait, there it is. I selected the gene clinic. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I'm overreacting. What? I never overreact. What are you talking about? Why would you say that about yourself? I never express exaggerated amounts of frustration at trivial or inanimate objects. Trivial and or inanimate. Now we're good here too. So I think actually we're mostly okay. We might have lucked out. Let's go ahead and queue up that upgrade. However, our newer planets, I am going to check these two. Because I'm just the idea that we're not maximizing our unit... See? Here oh, wait, no. That's the hypercomms form. Never mind, we're good. The idea that we're not maximizing our Unity production is the height of frustration for me. Nothing could possibly be... That's not true. There are a few things that could be more frustrating. There's a long list of things that could be more frustrating. Like trying to get good enough at Frostpunk to play it on your YouTube channel. Which I am, and it's coming in a day or two. But that game, let me tell you. You want to talk about some rage quit moments. Whew. Challenging stuff, but that's what makes it fun. Once you kind of know what you're doing and can pull it off, it is intense. It's like camping. Get it? Just wait for it. Let's see. Nothing here. Still just checking. Again, I'm all about maximizing Unity production at the moment, so I know this is a little bit tedious, but I'm doing this now to where maybe I won't ever have to do it again. Because we're at a point where... Yeah, I accidentally selected another sector, and now I'm going back through worlds I've already looked at. I think I've already looked at this one too. Yeah, this is the hypercomms forum, so we're good. I could maximize Unity production. I mean, I know what some of you are thinking. Well, if you really want to maximize Unity production, why aren't you building at least one fortress on all of your planets? That is a great question. The answer is that the one Unity I get from it is not particularly appealing to me, but that's, again, that's across all of the entire... Or strongholds, I guess. Fortresses are what they upgrade to. But that's one thing I might consider, you know, in future playthroughs. Being a little bit better about that, maybe. So come on right there. All right, we're almost done, I think. Let's cancel this construction project and replace it with an autoton monument. And then Dodonum. Ah, this world is still building up, actually. So maybe you... Tell you what, You probably don't need to have mineral production. Well, there seems to be a decent amount of minerals on this planet. Let's not get in the way of that. What else do we have here? Seems like we already have a... Yep, there's the mineral processing plant. So this is going to be quite a nice planet when it's done. Okay, I think that's it for Revok. Now let's just check this one real quick. Yep, once again, we're looking at multiple... Now this one makes the most sense, actually, because these just entered my territory for the first time. Let's get a gene clinic too. And a visitor center. We'll put it on top of the food tile. Alright, we've already got a gene clinic. There's not really a good choice here for what to replace. I guess I'll replace that energy tile. I hate to do it, but we're going to be okay on energy going forward, so I'm not going to freak out. Same thing here. I don't mind sacrificing a little bit for the sake of some more unity. For the unity, indeed. We do not have a planetary administration here yet. Why is that, fellas? Let's fix that immediately. It's one of our newly conquered planets. Let's actually go back through and make sure that that is the case across the board, as it should be. Yeah, I can see one there. Actually, yeah, I can just see if there's... Yeah, there's not a visitor center queued up here either, so let's go ahead and add that. It's going to take away from mineral production slightly, unless I put it elsewhere. Why don't I do that? Let's put it on a power tile, and that way I'm not actually getting rid of something important. The planet mechanics... yeah, I don't need that much social research. And looks like a gene clinic is in order, so let's get that built. Almost done. Alright, that's definitely good. Alright, we're going to do the autoton monument on top of the food. We're going to do a visitor center. Yeah, see, reassembled ship shelter. It's not... Actually, cancel that. You're going to put the ship shelter here. No, just kidding. You're going to put a planetary administration there. Autoton monument there. Visitor center there. And then what else? Evidently, yeah, we don't have quite enough for planetary administration, so I'll do a reassembled ship shelter. Let's do the gene clinic. And actually, wait, no. We're going to cancel the gene clinic there. We will build the visitor center there, and the gene clinic will go there on the actual social research tile. That makes so much more sense. And I think that's it. Nope, wait, just kidding, one more. One more and we're done. We really are. It's really true. Now this planet does have a colony center, which is good to see. Let's put the autoton monument there. And is there a visitor center? Don't think so. Yes, there is. All right, done. We are done. Okay. A lot of maintenance there. Now let's let some time go by for these last few minutes of the episode, because I want to see if we can get up to that influence point before the end here. Now, is that necessary? Doesn't feel like it, but there is a... Yeah, I think it is, because there are planets in that system. Is the Avum station necessary, though? Anymore? Yeah, there's planets there, so yes, it is necessary. I mean, not absolutely, but let's go ahead and upgrade that. And upgrade you. You do need to be a citadel. You can be a citadel as well. As can you. Excellent. Okay. We're above 212 influence. Recycling campaign edict has expired. Let's fix that. Ah, our new governor, which we just appointed, is a substance abuser, so he's not going to live very long, but I'm going to let him live anyway. However, we do have room for another leader now, so let's go ahead and recruit a new... I like a young leader with high experience gain.
We are being hailed.
Done. Energy credits and Teldar crystals. I'm going to say... You know what? I'm going to say sure. Because we need a little bit of a replenishment on our energy situation. So that's fine. By the end of this episode, we are probably going to be in endgame territory.
We are being hailed.
Galactic Plismus Empire would like association status. Let's agree. Now, I can go ahead and terraform the worlds that I live on if I want. I can go ahead and make Earth a Gaia planet. It always bothers me making Earth a Gaia planet, though, because it changes the appearance of Earth. It seems like a silly thing to get upset about, but it does. It changes the appearance of Earth to where it no longer resembles Earth whatsoever. I mean, I would expect it to change the appearance. A new faction, the Authoritarian Coalition. Interesting. I'm just going to get a few Gaia Planet projects going. Now, this is going to reduce the happiness of the citizens on those planets, but it's okay. It's going to make everybody happier. Hey, we can get to the Shroud. The Shroud has been working out for us, I have to say. So much power. Reaching to the Shroud. Oh, I barely have enough energy for it. There is a presence here, occupying this entire part of the Shroud. We have met spirits before, but this is something else, something vastly more powerful, something far more ancient. It seems unaware of us as of yet. Perhaps it is sleeping. Perhaps we are simply beneath its notice. Perhaps we should leave. Haru Ishii will speak to the presence. As we reach out for the presence, we sense a greater hunger. The presence wastes no time, not words. It is the eater of worlds, and it wishes to devour us. Only some of us, though. No more than we can spare. In exchange, it will grant us great powers. It will teach us its hunger, its rage. It will shape them into psionic weapons that can overcome any foe, if we will only let it feed on us. It sounds impatient to begin. So this gives us army morale and fire rate bonuses, or we can say, ahaha, no. I'm going to say, ahaha, no. That's how that's going to go. And we are almost ready. Wow, we have another governor. No! That is our brand... Why does this keep happening? I have had some really bad luck. That is our brand new freaking governor. Screw you. You're fired. You're supposed to be young and have high experience gain. Man. And now there's not any good options. I mean, a Unity output boost. These are all better than he was, so I'll just go with the youngest one that has a good Unity boost. The Altur Committee wants a... no, I'm going to decline this. Let's take a look at factions. It's a deal. Okay, has our fleet arrived? Fleet has almost arrived. Electoral Freedom Watch. Oh, we are lacking 221, so we actually need... Whew. Okay, we need 500 influence. 500. Not 300 some, 500 some. I misread that tooltip earlier. You guys probably knew about it the whole time because you're not playing and commentating at the same time, and you're just watching. But I'll keep the episode going. I said what I said, so I will let it run until we are at that point. Okay, so our new governor is leveled up. That's good. And she now is helping resource production and build speed a little bit. Okay, finally. So some of these guys are finally dying. Bye-bye. Alright, that took next to no time. Let's go ahead and take out these pirates, too. Now, the thing is, we need a science ship up here ASAP. Pronto. Stat. and other references to speed. I guess we'll bring the same one up. It's going to take him a second, but that's okay. Also, I have the ability to build gateways now, don't I? Or am I still researching that? Nope, 8 months away. Evidently I deselected the ship by accident. Alright, so survey system. Yeah, he's going to go through the gateway down here, which is going to shorten the trip a little bit, but he's got a number of jumps before he gets up there. And there might be some pirates that arrive in the meantime, which is just annoying to think about. Actually, for that very reason, I'm going to keep the fleet here, just so that nothing annoying happens. Zulukako Star Regime broke off their non-aggression pact with the galactic Polysimus Empire. 39 months until our next policy. We're 2 traditions away from being done with Ascension perks, and we are 2 years away from being in endgame territory. Oh boy. Let the nervousness begin. Let it begin. Alright, how close are we now? Is there a hotkey for factions? Yes, there is! F7. Excellent. You can tell I don't use that one as much. How much do we need exactly? 152. So that's roughly 22 months. I can handle that. It's about 2 years. So right around the beginning of the endgame era, which is also a good ending point for this episode. We will be able to embrace that faction and maybe just straight up invite some people to the Federation. Full stop.
Research concluded.
Nice. Gateway construction is done. Let's pause while we're making this decision. I don't want to waste research time. Energy weapon attack speed. Let's do that. That's my thinking noise. I really don't have a better explanation for you. We're having to rebuild our energy. Situation. Also, there's still the enigmatic fortress, which I can arguably go ahead and tell you what, let's upgrade this fleet. Where would you have to go if you upgraded? That's pretty far. So you stay there. Let's upgrade the first fleet and then have them come over to where the enigmatic fortress is. We can also... Yes, I do want to start building my jump gates. I do, but... Well, I guess I could do that right now while I'm not doing anything else. Let's see, we have a jump gate. How close... I feel like our current jump gate is pretty close to Seoul. Or maybe it's not. Yeah, it's in Asmore. I like the idea of having one, like, in Barnard's Star. So that... Yeah, I really like that idea.
Research concluded.
Alright, starbase capacity has just increased. Core sector systems +1. Always love to see that, as you guys know. Leader lifespan, extra food, all good. We actually have a really nice pop growth bonus, 38% right now. Let's go ahead and go for the core sector system bonus.
Applied.
Excellent. Alright, so that means the first fleet is now on its way to take out the enigmatic fortress. And we are closing in on having enough influence. Need about another year to pass. That is a science ship belonging to the Bruggen Serene Commonality. I'm going to close my borders to you, dude. GTFO. I don't want you here. Sir or madam. Okay. Let's think about where I want stuff. I do like the idea of having... Alright, so hang on. Who died and where are you? The leader of the science ship that was traveling. You are kidding me. Alright, well... Tell you what, hang on. Let's go ahead and recruit Trokazeg, or Trokaxeg, if you want, to take over there. And I want the experienced researcher here, Plume of Blue, to take over for this science ship. You are going to survey that system, like I told you to in the first place. Thank you. Okay, so gateways. Gateway and Gidzerak wouldn't be the worst thing. Gateway, I kind of want to have them one jump back from the edge of the system. I don't necessarily want to give them up. If we were to be invaded, I like the idea of having a little bit of a buffer to where I wouldn't lose a gateway if a system was taken early on. Like having one in Akalam seems like a good idea. Matter of fact, that seems like a great idea. Oh, they cost influence. Never mind. Never mind. I knew there was some reason that I was hesitating. I knew there was some voice in the back of my head going, you don't want to do that yet, dude. You can look at it, but you don't. Samuel Smith Jr. Where were you? Oh, you're helping around Toraville. All right. Let's just go for the cheaper recruit. Where are you? Is that you? Yeah, there you are. All right, assist research. Go. We're almost there. Almost to 500. Coincidentally, we are also almost to 2400, which is when endgame stuff can start to happen. Like Awakened Fallen Empires, really any number of things. Also, can we declare war on these bastards yet? No, we have to wait like another 5 years, almost. Ugh. Hana Ismail has leveled up. She's leading physics research. Very good. There it is, 500 influence. Okay, factions. Electoral Freedom Watch. If we embrace this oh, its support has dropped. I didn't notice that. No! Okay, well, we have to promote the faction now. Let's see how fast we can get its support back above 20%.
System survey concluded.
Wow. How did I not catch that? And how fast? How fast will this process be? It has to be at 20% in order for me to embrace it. Well, now I have to stop this episode. I feel bad because I've let you guys... I didn't realize that that had changed. I feel like it was at the appropriate level earlier and it's dropped. And I didn't notice either that or I didn't notice that... Oh, good, it's already at 18%. Okay. Well, hang on. Let's... If it took that short amount of time to get 1%, let's see if we can hang out for the other 2%. If that's all we need. Has to be greater than 20%. So is it equal to or greater than, or is it just greater than? 4 months until our next policy. Oh good, we're done here. Build a starbase. You come down here. And you go attack those pirates, please. Back to factions. Still at 18%. I'll wait another minute or so. We're at 34 minutes into the episode, so I need to stop at some point. I feel bad, though. Hopefully it's understandable. Can't do much longer episodes than this. Especially many in a row. Ah! The Zuifran progenitors are not locking me out anymore. I don't remember why they were locking me out in the first place. Domination. The pops of all your subjects will also count towards your naval capacity. Yes, please. That didn't help that much because our one subject is actually quite small. Can we start integrating them yet? Yes, we can, but it costs a ton of influence. Holy crap. We don't have to have it all at once, but it's a monthly influence amount. Yes, let's extend our deal. 18%. Okay, I'm going to stop this episode here. Okay, good. Our new governor, it seems, is now resilient, so she will live longer. She is already a level 5 governor, which is quite nice. But I will stop this episode here, and the next one we're going to let that last bit of faction strength, faction prominence build up, and we'll have the influence, definitely, in order to embrace it, and then we will have some new Federation members. Hate that it didn't happen in this one, but there's only so long we can wait, and that was a bit of a snag. So, we'll make that happen in the next one, and then see how close we are to that much looked forward to Federation victory. We're actually over halfway on the domination victory. That's how well we're doing just conquering planets in general, because we're freaking massive. And we're going to be even more massive when we finish off these bastards down here, which I'm looking forward to as well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.